Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to join ASUS and Intel Further Performance Now webinars. And my name is Irene, and I'm the ASUS Server and Workstation Product Marketing. It's our great pleasure to have you to join this webinar with us today. And before the webinar started, please be aware this webinar will be recorded. And you are welcome to contact with ASUS local representative after the webinar for the presentation deck. So for today's agendas, we will have the ASUS server and workstation BU head, Robert, to give us a warm openings. After that, the Intel, Julia from the Intel will give us an overall look of the third Gen Intel Xeon Scalable processor and the platforms. And Sean, ASUS Server Product Manager, will talk about ASUS perspective on the server based on the Intel new platforms. And if you have any questions during the presentations, you are welcome to type in your question by using Webex Q&A functions. And I have our sales and the PM stand by here with me to answer your questions. And in the last part, the Q&A sections, we will answer the most asked questions during the webinars. I hope you enjoy the webinars. And now, let's welcome the ASUS Server and Workstation BU head, Robert, for the opening. Welcome, Robert.
Thank you, Irene. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, no matter where you are, dear distinguished customers and partners. Welcome to join this webinar. ASUS server products have unique advantage on hardware and software design to value the customer from SMB, enterprise, and the cloud service provider. From 2017, ASUS server team has worked hard to achieve competitive advantage on performance benchmark and green computing. Based on third-party institute, spec.org, ASUS has gained excellent records on spec CPU and spec power. According to the latest record, ASUS still keeps #1 position on performance record and spec power records. ASUS focus on stringent regulation on hardware design and no compromise in search of excellence. Recently, information security is a hot topic in enterprise segment, along with Intel third generation Xeon Scalable processor platform. ASUS also implements PFR, platform firmware resilience solution on the latest Intel platform. We believe Intel third generation Xeon Scalable processor platform is an optimized choice to different workloads and different segments. In addition to work with new Intel platform, ASUS server will deliver more solutions on 5G, cloud, AI, and the edge segment for future applications. ASUS specializes in AI training and inference with GPGPU server, which are designed to do AI-related workload. On the other hand, ASUS also deliver multi-node solution for cloud and high-performance computing use case. No matter for AI or cloud solution, ASUS has worked with our valued customer, building up computing cluster or supercomputer data center. More importantly, with more adoption in 5G and edge solution worldwide. In 2021, ASUS has also engaged with some major players in 5G segment. With the coming with Intel third generation Xeon Scalable processor platform, ASUS will have more 5G and edge products in the future. In our overall server portfolio, ASUS tries to deliver complete product lines from workstation to general purpose server, GPGPU server, and even to overall rack solution to our customers, with the essence spirit of ASUS philosophy in search of incredible, You will get more detailed information later during this webinar. ASUS has devoted a lot of resources to study how to break the limit on performance green computing without sacrificing robust design and offer optimized platform to the market. Based on Spectre.org's record, ASUS is the #1 performance leader and the green computing leader in 2P server segment. On top state-of-art design, this advantage can be obtained in our server products today. You can get this kind of use case you want to achieve in our BIOS setup menu, or you can define your own performance setting too. This performance and the green compute setting will be at your service immediately. We believe this unique technology are the cornerstone to choose ASUS as your partner in server industry. We especially appreciate Intel's strong support on our server platform and always an excellent partner to ASUS. Through long engagement with Intel, we not only launched a series of new products on Intel platform, but also total solution to this fast-changing industry. Early design engagement, unique hardware design capability. ASUS also joined Intel Select Solution program to deliver more reliable integrated solutions from hardware, firmware, and the software. In 2021, second half, we will launch more ISS-related projects in cloud solution, hyperconverged infrastructure, and the networking application. Combining Intel technologies and ASUS design, we will provide optimized platform to customers. Please enjoy today's webinar and see what ASUS has on Intel 3rd generation Xeon Scalable processor platform. Thank you, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Robert, for your openings. Next, let's welcome Julia from Intel to share Intel's perspective on the new generation processor and platform. Welcome, Julia.
Hello, thank you, Irene. Give me 1 second. Yeah, perfect. So thank you, Irene. Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's session. My name is Julia Ringdahl. I'm Field Applications Engineer for Data Center Hardware and Cloud Computing. I'm part of the Sales and Marketing Group of Intel Germany. And I'm happy to have the opportunity today to talk with you about our new 3rd generation Intel Xeon Scalable processor, or better known under its code name, Ice Lake and the Whitley platform. Customers today need much more than a CPU to manage their workloads. They need system-level solutions where CPU, XPUs, memory, and Ethernet are working together to solve increasingly complex problems across distributed environments. These new products and solutions will enhance and extend the capabilities of our 3rd generation Xeon Scalable family. In addition to Ice Lake, we also announced our Agilex FPGA family, our latest Optane SSDs and Optane persistent memory technologies, as well as 3D NAND drives that support the platform. And our 200 gigabit Ethernet adapter that is built on our Ethernet 800 series for bandwidth-intense workloads. Our whole portfolio allows our customers to move faster, to store more, and to process everything. I want to provide a view of some of the results we're delivering across several markets, key market segments and workloads with our 3rd generation Xeon Scalable processor. This demonstrates what I mean when I say flexible performance from the edge to the cloud. As you can see, we're delivering an impressive 50% or higher Gen-over-Gen performance gains across many market segments and workloads, including improvements on latency-sensitive workloads like HammerDB, MySQL, WordPress, and Java throughput in the cloud. Network communication workloads like 5G user plane function and CDN Live. Image classification workloads with ReasonNet 50 at the intelligent edge. Nanoscale molecular dynamics or NUMD at HPC, and BERT natural language processing in AI. From improving the performance of business applications that are run in the cloud, to improving 5G network performance, to bringing greater level of compute out to the intelligent edge. The opportunities are endless with our third generation Xeon Scalable processor and the flexible performance the platform delivers. Let's dig into the processor a little more. Our third generation Xeon Scalable features up to 40 cores per processor and delivers 20% IPC improvement on a 28-core ISO frequency ISO compiler spec-int measurement, Gen-over-Gen. The increased core count combined with our built-in acceleration features enable us to deliver outstanding Gen-over-Gen performance with an average increase of 1.46 times versus our previous generation Cascade Lake. This 1.46 times increases in a 4 benchmark geomean to give a well-rounded representation. In AI, we're delivering a 1.74 times higher interference performance Gen-over-Gen as a result of several software optimizations and leveraging deep learning boost on BERT language processing. For customers looking to refresh their legacy infrastructure, they'll see a substantial 2.65 times average performance increase compared to a 5-year-old Xeon Broadwell system. I would like to point out we continue to deliver a significant number of Xeon processor SKUs that are optimized for a broad range of market segments, including our N SKUs, which target network applications, as well as our IoT or edge SKUs, which support higher temperatures and longer life cycles. This is a unique differentiator for Intel and allows us to optimize our portfolio to support the broadest range of customer needs from edge to cloud. Next up, a quick look at the platform. This page is the one-stop shop for key features, platform advancement, portfolio components, and solutions. Our data center platform is built to deliver flexible performance to customers, while at the same time enabling customers to deploy solutions quickly and at scale. Our latest third generation Ice Lake processors are targeted at 1 and 2 socket systems. Across the whole of our third generation Xeon family, we deliver leading 1, 2, 4, and 8 socket configurations that allow customers to optimize their node size, achieving higher virtual machine density with fewer stranded resources, delivering more TCO savings. The platform also comes with our new security feature, like SGX, software guard extensions. I will share some information later. Intel crypto acceleration for a faster encryption. TMI, total memory encryption, is a full storage encryption to protect against physical attacks, and Intel PFR, platform firmware resilience, what uses an Intel FPGA to protect, detect, and correct platform firmware. Additionally, the new Whitley platform offers built-in accelerations like Intel Deep Learning Boost, Intel AVX512, and Intel Speed Select. what is an umbrella term for a collection of features that will provide more granular control over CPU performance by allowing frequency, active core count, and TDP to be controlled. One API offers optimized software as interference to various architectures. Within the latest third generation platform, we're increasing I/O bandwidth, the number of memory channels to 8, and a memory capacity with Optane persistent memory 200 series up to 6 terabyte. What means a huge increase versus the second generation Xeon Scalable to deliver more advanced platform capabilities that help our customers solve their business challenges. On top of these capabilities, the portfolio of select solutions and market-ready solutions are purpose-built for edge to cloud workloads, allowing customers to deploy highly optimized systems faster and with a greater level of flexibility. With everything that we are offering here, it all comes down to delivering platform-level performance flexibility. And this is achieved through the built-in security and acceleration capabilities we integrate into the CPU and the complementary platform technologies, like Optane persistent memory, SSDs, Ethernet, FPGA, and other accelerators that increase system-level data movement and processing and help customers optimize their total cost of ownership. With this combination, we're delivering the platform innovations that holistically solve our customers' most challenging problems. Security of the data and information in the data center is foundational to the overall trust and integrity of the data center. On Ice Lake, we support technologies that enable confidential computing. SGX enables an application to interact with the CPU and secure memory enclave that bypasses the operating system and the hypervisor layer. It enables operating on the confidential information without exposure to the underlying infrastructure platform. This helps to protect the information in the enclave, even if the platform software or hardware is compromised. We see strong adoption of SGX to build multitude of usages, from confidential banking to confidential medical services. Let me take a few minutes to walk through our latest elements of our portfolio. First, there is Intel Optane persistent memory 200 series. This is Intel's next generation persistent memory modules and help customers extract more value from larger datasets with a unique memory tier that combines large capacity and native persistence. The 200 series includes enhanced asynchronous DRAM refresh, EADR, a new feature that can save volatile data residing in a DRAM and CPU caches in the event of power failure, preventing data loss without expensive battery-based memories. Since we launched Optane persistent memory 2 years ago, we've rapidly ramping the software ecosystem. Native support for Intel Optane persistent memory includes leading in-memory databases, including SAP HANA, Oracle and Aerospike, SQL and NoSQL databases, including Microsoft SQL Server, Redis, VDI, and HCI platforms from VMware and Nutanix, and software-defined memory solutions such as MemVerge. A 2 times faster graph analytics computation in search, social networks, and fraud detection with Katana Graph. Moving to our connectivity solution, we have the Intel Ethernet 800 series. With our latest Ethernet 800 series and network adapters, we're increasing the network data throughput up to 200 billion of bits per second per adapter for a high performance vRAN, NFV, forwarding plane, storage, HPC, cloud, and content delivery networks. The new Intel E810 Ethernet controller family offers exceptional port configuration versatility from 2 times 100 gigabit through 4 times 25 gigabit to 8 times 10 gigabit on the same NIC in either classical PCI form factor or OCP version 3.0. Acceleration features like application device queues, ADQ, dynamic device personalization, DDP, and remote direct memory access, RDMA, can be employed to optimize performance in the latency-sensitive workloads. Complex networking infrastructure and storage solutions. Whatever your environment, cloud, high-performance computing, communications, the enterprise, Intel E810-based network controllers can be deployed to solve your latency high-performance networking needs. We are excited about our next generation Xeon Scalable portfolio. We have a highly competitive portfolio that will help our customers in a variety of market segments to move, store, and process the data. And the ecosystem behind us is the second to none, enabling us to deliver even great levels of value to our customers. With this, I want to thank you. Please feel free to ask questions in the Q&A box. And with this, I hand back to Irene. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you for your excellent presentations. Next, let's welcome Sean, the ASUS product manager on the new generation Xeon servers, to share the product strategy based on this new platform. Welcome, Sean.
Irene. Hi everyone, I'm Sean. In the following session, I will introduce ASUS server product, including what is our new design features, how the new platform performance is improved, and our partnership with leading vendors. Okay, this is ASUS rack server product portfolio. From the left to right, there are RS100 to RS700 series. For general understanding, the bigger number means the higher segment. Let's see the RS100 and RS300 first. They are both Xeon E platform. The main difference is the depth of the chassis. RS100 depth is under 400 millimeters. You can use RS100 in some space critical field, for example, in the purpose of factory equipment, or in some field with the limited space. In the middle, there are RS500 and RS700 series. They are Xeon Scalable platform. Mostly, the segment is for general purpose. So we have 1U, 2U, and 4U rack servers. They are designed for different kinds of applications of different customers. So most of our flexible module design will be applied in these servers. In the right, there are RS620S and RS722 series. They are 2U servers with multi-nodes, especially for high-density computing purpose. We have 2U 4-nodes, 2U 6-node servers. Depends on which one is suitable to customers' application. Next is ASUS GPU server product portfolio. The same from the left, ESD 4000 DHD is a 1U server supporting 4 dual slot GPU cards for some special customer usage. In the middle is our mainstream GPU server ESD 4000 series. It's a 2U server with 4 dual slot GPU card support. And of course, we also make it support NVMe SSD, high-speed networking adapters, and NVLink bridges. so that GPU direct technology could be implemented in the server. GPU direct over RDMA, GPU direct over NVMe, they are all supported by ESD 4000 series. Customers could use it for all kinds of applications which need GPU computing power, just like VDI, remote rendering, AI, deep learning, and so on. In the right, this is our ESD 8000 series. It's a 4U server supporting 8 dual-slot GPU cards over 16 single-slot expansion cards. It's more powerful with more PCI card support, like GPU card, FPGA card, special accelerator cards, and so on. Let's see ASUS feature, flexible module design. This is an example showing how we make our server more flexible. Normally, a PCI slot is for PCI cards, but our design thinking is never stopped by the normal expectation. We make a special convert board. You can see the picture in the middle. Nicely convert the PCI slot to OCP 3.0 socket. So our customers could install a standard PCI card or a OCP 3.0 network adapter, depends on what they need. Also, the flexible feature is applied on our GPU server at the front, because at the rear, the space was occupied by GPU cards. So we make the flexible design at the front. The left picture is an OCP 3.0 socket board, and we can replace it to another socket board for M.2 SSD, just like the picture in the right. We make this flexible module design. It is because we all know the PCIe lengths are precious and limited. So how to well utilize the PCIe lengths is our design thinking. And we want to benefit our customers to help them change the module easily and set up, install quickly for different application needs. We will widely apply this flexible module design in our new servers this year. You will see them soon. Our GPU servers support Infinity Fabric and the NVLink bridge. The purpose of this bridge is to enlarge the bandwidth between GPU cards for GPU interconnection. All our new GPU servers could support them because we have considered the requirement at the beginning of new system design. PFR feature. PFR stands for Platform Firmware Resilience, which is required by NIST in the US, National Institute of Standard and Technology. PFR is a security mechanism and required more and more by governmental tenders. PFR is talking about three concepts: detect, recover, and protect. When the system power on, there is a hardware root of trust. We call it HROT. Starts to detect the image, BIOS image, and see if it is tampered or modified by hackers. If it is hacked, then the mechanism will automatically restore the golden BMC image from the trust zone. The procedure is called recover. Then the mechanism will extend to BIOS check. The same, if BIOS is hacked, then the golden BIOS image will be restored from the trust zone as well. After HROT checked the BMC and the BIOS image are secured, then the system will be allowed to go boot procedure. And the mechanism will stay on protect status, which can prevent unauthorized access to modify any of the firmware. Okay, that is how PFR works. All new ASUS server launched this year are PFR ready. So if there is tender request PFR in the future, our server could support it. New BMC hardware and firmware. This year, we will upgrade our BMC hardware from AST 2500 to AST 2600. And the BMC firmware is also updated from ASMB 9 to ASMB 10. Then the new BMC hardware, no doubt, bring us the better performance, especially the boot time improved. You can see the test comparison in the left. In the right, the better performance also means the less CPU thread used by BMC firmware. That could save the precious CPU processing time in the system. Okay. Next, I will use a test scenario to show you how good Ice Lake platform is. We use NAMD simulation. NAMD stands for nanoscale molecular dynamics. It could be used for the virus analysis. COVID-19 is a worldwide disease. Everyone knows that. So I use the 4 figures to explain what NAMD is. The figure A is the coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2. The figure B is the spike protein, which is a part of the virus. And we keep to zoom in the spike protein to figure C, we can see the RBD, which is a domain and area can influence our human body. Finally, the figure D shows that a human body is infected. The yellow part is the receptor of human, and the virus is connected to the human by spike protein and RBD. Okay, the medical class is done. We are not doctors, so I will not pretend I know what it is. I just want to show you the table at the right button. Okay, please see the number of the atoms. The atom is the smallest element in the world. So the numbers here shows how many atoms of a virus and how many computing power of teraflops you need when simulating the nanoscale molecular dynamics. For example, the virus size is around 305 million atoms and they need 8.3 teraflops per step or per movement. The numbers just make you have a feeling first. Second, we go to spec.org website. Spec CPU 2017 has 43 benchmarks, and NAMD is one of them, especially for molecular dynamics application. So we could download it and run the test scenario. Let's see how Ice Lake performance is. The simulation result is exciting. The performance is hugely improved in NAMD simulation. Ice Lake is around 3 times better than the previous generation. We believe Ice Lake servers will be very helpful to the vaccine development. Of course, if Ice Lake could be launched last year, everything may be different. Okay. This is the general test result of Spec CPU 2017. In overall, the performance is 1.6 times better than the previous generation. No matter in integer rates or floating point rates, Ice Lake is better, obviously. Partnership with leading technology. Silicon accelerator adapters for 5G network. Intel VRAM is an architecture special for 5G network, and the Silicon ACC 100 accelerator server adapter is based on Intel ASIC and dedicated to Intel VRAM architecture. We have a partnership with Silicon and start to validate their ACC 100 adapter. 5G network is a time-sensitive application, and the Silicon adapter is designed for it. So we also started to step in 5G application from Silicon and the Intel cooperation. Enlarge Intel cooperation by more GPU NIC Optane validation. Besides Intel E800 series network adapters and the famous Optane technology, we also started to cooperate with Intel SG1 server GPU card and the next generation GPU in Gen 4 and Gen 5 speed. So if you have any Intel NIC, Optane, or Intel GPU requirement, please just feedback to us. We could cooperate with Intel to see how to help the test and your POC and finally help the fulfill the customer demand. The worldwide first Intel memory failure prediction built in ASUS SMB10. In the latest Intel Xeon Scalable processor platform, ASUS implemented the memory error handling technology called MFP, Memory Failure Prediction. ASUS co-worked with AMI and Intel to realize the technology into ASMB 10. It is also the first time introducing the data center technology into ASUS Intel platform portfolios. With Intel profound research, how to reduce data center downtime and improve overall operation efficiency, DIMM failure plays a critical role when running all kinds of workloads, especially more memory size increasing dramatically. How to manage DIMM failure is a serious topic to enterprise and cloud service provider. With Intel MFP features, IT managers could easily get real-time information through BMC Web UI and allocate resources to do maintenance ahead of uncorrectable error happen. MFP could enhance overall operating efficiency to keep business running as usual without sudden interruption. ASUS is pleased to work with Intel and AMI to introduce the technology to our valued customers. On the other hand, we also invite our partner AMI to give us the essential brief about how AMI realized the MFP technology into BMC firmware. Let's see how it will work through partners' introduction.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today's webinar. In today's data center, DIMM failures are one of the most common causes of server downtime. DIMM failures can negatively impact system reliability, availability, and serviceability. DIMM failures are caused by wear out, manufacturing defects, environmental factors, and a variety of other reasons. With digital infrastructure in such high demand, data centers must avoid downtime as much as possible. The Intel Memory Failure Prediction Solution is designed to predict DDR4 memory failures on platforms with Intel Xeon Scalable processors to reduce server downtime and improve data center total cost of ownership. MFP predicts micro-level failures by using pattern matching based on historical data. MFP uses a low overhead online learning method to generate an estimated memory health score for proactive memory failure management. By integrating MFP with BIOS and BMC, this analysis is done on the server node itself rather than a remote computer, thus reducing latency and improving overall prediction accuracy. We are proud to announce ASUS RS700 E10 and RS720 E10 series servers as the first successful integration of Intel MFP with AMI BMC and BIOS firmware in the market. This MFP solution enabled on ASUS RS700 E10 and RS720 E10 series servers will help you optimize your workload and VM migration policy, DIMM cost policy, and reduce overall server downtime and DIMM replacement costs. Thank you.
Okay, the above is the introduction of ASUS server products today. Thank you. And over to Irene.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for your presentations. Next is the Q&A sections. We have picked the most asked questions during the webinar to answer. If you have any further questions, you are more than welcome to type in your question in the Q&A sections. Our sales and the PM are standby to answer your questions. Or you can contact with your local ASUS sales representative after the webinar. I think they will be happy to share more information with you guys. Now let's hand back to Sean to host the Q&A section. Welcome, Sean.
Thank you, Irene. I got some questions, so I will read the question first and then try to answer. The first question, does ASMB 10 support Redfish and update? What version of Redfish do you support? Okay, ASMB 10 could support Redfish 1.8, also support the BMC BIOS firmware update via Redfish. And we can do BIOS configuration settings through Redfish as well. Okay. The second question, which PFR solution is used in ASUS servers? Okay. ASUS used the latest solution, including detect, protect, recovery, and the PFR firmware update function through BMC Web UI. And the third question, does the OCP 3.0 converter board support NCSI? Yes, the real OCP 3.0 converter board could support NCSI, but the front OCP socket board cannot, because the chassis of signal from BMC to the front is too long, and that is the technical double signal limitation. Okay, if you have any further questions, you are welcome to contact ASUS representative. Thank you. Irene.
Okay, thank you, Sean, again. This is the end of today's webinars. I hope you enjoy and learn more about ASUS server based on the new Intel Xeon Scalable platforms. And thank you again for joining the webinar today. And please help to fill in the survey after the webinars. And we look forward to seeing you very soon. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.